What's up, everybody? Titan Man 9000 here, and tonight we are going to talk about a subject that is familiar to us all. It is injuries. Ta-da! Anyway, this is my reaction just to this website. Got an annoying type of thing here at the top by Best Buy, but anyways, I just wanted to react to this injury report that is an old injury report, and just talk about the fact of the Titans do have players coming back next year that we might have forgotten about, which some of it's for good reason. It's like, oh, well, you know, they're injury prone and we're probably not going to re-sign them anyway or whatever. But some of them, we really could see a lot of production from in coming back. First, right here, we had on Monday, January 30th, reported Andrew Adams and David Long. So obviously, both of those guys, if we re-sign David Long, and we're also going to talk about who's getting re-signed and who might not. We don't really know any of this, but this is all speculation. But if we can sign David Long to an extension, he'll be coming back. Andrew Adams back, which Andrew Adams, he's not a burner or real fast type of guy, but he plays pretty smart. Andrew Adams is pretty good for what we got him, and then we had Chance Campbell also January 24th with a knee, which he could be really. Chance Campbell was interesting. We drafted him last year, and I could be wrong here, but I feel like him or Gibbons might get more playing time, and we could even see a guy like Monty Rice come in and take the spot over. I mean, I don't know, but Zach Cunningham did not really show much last year, and he had a huge hit against the cap space. So I could see Cunningham getting cut. We also had Bud Dupree go out multiple times, which he's down here on the board. We'll get to him in a second. But anyways, so we have that edge rusher possibly going out. And then we had Chance Campbell could get moved up in the spot, so he's interesting coming back healthy next year. As for now, I think he's still a practice squad guy. I'm not sure on that. Anyways, but he looked decent in preseason. He definitely looked like he could command the team from that position. I think he was a middle linebacker. But anyways, we have Ryan Tannehill. Obviously, he went out. That big injury, January 17th. Um, we had Chris Jackson, which I did not know. He had an undisclosed injury. AJ Moore, Dontrell Hilliard had a really, really bad injury. I think that was against the Jags. I forget the exact game. But anyways, it looked like a back slash neck type injury. You can see, I mean, when he got injured, he just didn't get up. But he was sorely missed because he was our speed type, complement back. Um, a guy like Hilliard would be nice to bring back for the right price. Um, if we had more picks, I wish we could really pick a running back fresh, like a Hilliard, like a speed type guy, Jameer Gibbs style would be awesome to get, but I don't think we'll have enough picks just because of the holes on the offensive line and other positions needing done. Trenton Cannon had an injury. This is a big list right here. I mean, sheesh, it's just crazy. Cody Hollister, neck. CJ Board, ribs, Elijah Molden, which, he's had issues on and off for a while. That's why a lot of people are saying, we need to draft a cornerback, which we really do. We could use an extra cornerback, even though, or, someone to come in that spot where Elijah Molden plays. Caleb Farley should be back next year. And so that's kind of interesting. A lot of people are saying with his size, he could play safety. We could try to work him in and get him a spot, this year again, and hope that he pans out. I mean, so far he's just honestly not been able to do anything because of injuries, and it's kind of a bummer because we gave up so much draft capital for him. But anyways, it is what it is. He's working through his stuff. Dylan Radence will have back, which is really good. Radence looked pretty good at left guard. Um, and he even played tackle well before he got his injury. Sadly, he went to play left tackle. It took over for Dennis Daly when Dennis Daly was looking down. And then he gets injured, and then Dennis Daly has to basically come right back to start. But, anyways, we also have next, which is my favorite. The one I really wanted to talk about is Kyle Phillips. Kyle Phillips played one full game the whole year. Even in that one game, he had multiple catches from Ryan Tannehill, and he's a great slot receiver or small quick out receiver for Tannehill to check down to or whatever quarterback. He's quick, he's agile, he has good acceleration. So that is great having a guy like Kyle Phillips back next year. Read a report on him breaking just a week ago where he was saying he's trying to put more mass on his frame, gain a little weight in the offseason, more muscle, and he's going to practice harder than ever, basically. So next year will be kind of like Kyle Phillips' rookie year. in a sense, just because he never really got to play a full season yet. So hopefully he can stay healthy next year. There's no way to know, but here's to hoping, that he can stay healthy and we can really see what he can do. He's a lot like that Adam Humphries role we had years ago with Arthur Smith, and Adam Humphries had a good year when he came in here. So I think Kyle Phillips could fill that speed type role. I still think we need another fast receiver. I think everybody would agree. We need to draft another fast receiver. Nate Davis is interesting. He was on and off with some injuries. I'm hoping we resign him and he'll be back next year so we can keep the right side of the line confluent. If we can keep MPF and Nate Davis on the right side of the line, if possible, that would be a really nice, solid, you know, core. And we don't know what'll happen with Ben Jones, if he'll come back or not. But even if we can keep the right side the same, we can address center and left tackle with the draft or with free agency. Taylor Lewan probably not coming back. Deshaun Hand, had an injury, quadriceps. Yeah, he could come in and play some here and there. Jamarco Jones is interesting. He had an elbow injury. He ended up causing whatever. There was just some ruckus in the offseason, and then he ended up getting a surgery done that basically made him out for the whole year. So we never really got to see anything of him. He was in, the beginning of the season, obviously in camp, and then we never saw him. So I don't know if they could work something out with him to come in and play as a second string type or whatever, fill in type role. Who knows? He's super cheap. I think he only had $1.5 million contract or something. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Jamarco. Harold Landry, I'm super excited. He will be back. He had a knee/ACL injury, and sadly, that was right when the season was getting close to starting. It was like 2 weeks out from preseason or something. He ended up getting injured in practice. Yeah. Anyway, but Harold Landry was sorely missed at linebacker. Devontae Harris, obviously, would be nice to come back. Zach Cunningham, like I said, I personally think he'll be traded just because he was in and out on injuries and did not show much production when he was in. Ben Jones, hope that he comes back. He did have concussion issues a couple times, I think. So yeah, we'll see with him. If he finds it best to retire, he might retire or not play. I honestly wish he would be like our offensive line coach because he is that kind of personality. I think just the way he is, he's really really good on the offensive line and loves it. But anyways, Bud Dupree, a lot of injuries here and there, and he was a very paid for player. Let me just put it that way. He's a costly player, so I'm thinking that he'll get cut just because of a lack of production. Anyways, though, Bud Dupree, we have Terrence Mitchell who will come back. Chris Williamson, undisclosed. I don't even know him. He must have been maybe practice squad. Anyways, as you can see, that was a lot of players we just came through. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 players on that injury list I just went through. But yeah, anyways, let me know what player you think is the most to look forward to that we will actually get to see hopefully next year. And whatever that player is, put it in the comments below. Titan Man 9000 out.